Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of May 31st to June 6th. So we are going to be looking at a general reading for you. If I do feel called to read it in a love sense, then I will. So don't forget, Cancer, you can check out your sun, moon, and rising sign because not all Cancers will resonate with this message. So keep that in mind. Also, time is fluid. You could be dealing with this right now or will be in the future. So for May 31st to June 6th, May 31st to June 6th for my Cancers. All right, Cancer. Your first card out here, Cancer, is we have Pegasus, card 41. Open your heart to love and joy. Very nice. We're opening that heart chakra there, Cancer. Your next card out is we have Seeking Good, 27. Look for good in your current situation. Nice. And your next card out here is we have Perspective, card 23. Examine your situation from a higher perspective. All right, so Cancer. What I see here is that you possibly are having trouble finding the good in what's going on in your life, or you possibly have felt this way in the past. And I feel as though you're coming into a new perspective on how to view what you have gone through and what has happened to you. Because with Open Your Heart to Love and Joy being your first card, that's showing me that you are, and it's also a card of Pegasus. So it's showing me that you are trying to open your heart to love and joy. Possibly you've been closed off to it, and I feel like with Seeking Good here, card number 27, which would reduce down to a 9, which would be close to the end of something. So look for good in your current situation, because Cancer, there was good things that happened to you, and possibly you got into a little maybe an argument, maybe a conflict with somebody, and you're just having a hard time opening your heart to them, or you're having a hard time looking for the good things that have happened. But I feel by week's end, by around June 6th, which would make sense because we have an eclipse on June 5th, I feel as though the way you're looking at it now is going to change. So with the Pegasus here is like you starting to open your heart to a new perspective on how something is going for you. So I feel as though by week's end, you have a different perspective on what you have just recently dealt with that I feel like you didn't have right at the beginning of it happening. So I am getting conflict vibes. So look for good in your current situation. It's showing me that possibly something happened to you and you feel like, great, I just wasted all my time. Or maybe you opened your heart in a way and you got shut down. Or maybe the person didn't reciprocate as well as you thought that they would. And you're just really trying to find the positives in it. Or that's what Spirit is telling you to do, is find the positives in it. Because I feel like you're going to look at this from a different perspective by week's end. And you're going to be like, you know what? I'm opening my heart to the love. And I want to bring more love into this situation than it currently has. So let's see what else is coming out here for you, Cancers. I'm going to pull 3 Moonology cards. Like I just said, we have an eclipse on June 5th. So we are entering eclipse season this week. We are also in a retrograde season right now. So let's see what's coming out here for my Cancers for the week of May 31st to June 6th. All right, Cancer. We have Your first card is you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Very nice. Your next card out here is we have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. And your next card out here, Cancer, is we have work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Yeah. All right. So Cancer, something I feel as though bothered you recently or is bothering you right now, where you are possibly just really focused on you and your loved ones. Like, I feel as though there was a conflict that happened that caused you to pull back your energy and really not understand what was going on. And I feel like with having faith in your dreams and work through your fears, this is you doing things differently this time around. Instead of being like, okay, great, this person hasn't answered me, or my job is never going to call me back. Look for the good in the situation. Have faith in your dreams. If this is like more of a job sense where you are having conflict of whether you're going to go back to work, possibly conflict you had with a coworker, with the going back to work, I feel like, like look at it as a sense of like, well, at least I lost my job when we're in a pandemic, when I can actually file for the CARES Act on unemployment, opposed to, great, I lost my job for good. Now what? Like look at it from a higher perspective. Like, you know what? I still have faith that I will be successful. I'm not going to let the fear of not having a foundation right now cause me to let those feelings take over. So let's see what else is coming out for you, Scorpio. I mean, not Scorpio. Oh my gosh, Cancer. Sorry, it's this Scorpio thing here. Possibly you're dealing with a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio in your chart, Cancer. So, and you know what? If you do have Scorpio in your chart, that's where you have to use that transformative energy. That transformative energy to examine your situation from a higher perspective. So let's see what else is coming out here for my Cancers for the week of May 31st to June 6th. May 31st to June 6th. May 31st to June 6th for my Cancers. All right, Cancer. So we have Cancer, 3 of Swords. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Star. So, Cancer, I feel as though you've had a lot of fears about something, and this could go a lot of different ways. You possibly could have already been gone through this, and this week is when you are finding the healing for it, especially with this Page of Pentacles. That's that renewal. That's that I'm sorry. That's that forgive me energy. And Cancer, with the 3 of Swords here, you got hurt. Or you hurt someone else. So this possibly could be towards, you know what, I'm feeling both work and possible love situation. You know what, I'm feeling friends here too. So this could go any different way. So with the 3 of Swords here, Cancer, someone has caused you pain in the past or just recently has caused you pain. And you are working on opening up your heart to love and joy. That's what I felt before with that Pegasus cards. I feel like you're trying to get there. And it would explain why you feel that way, because of the 3 of Swords. Something has caused you pain. And we also have here the 10 of Pentacles with seeking good right above it is showing me that, like, Cancer, if someone broke your heart in a love sense or a friendship sense, they want you to find the good in the situation. Find the stable sense in the situation. Find what is still like okay in the situation. You know, like, okay, we're not friends right now, or like we're not talking right now, but I'm going to look to the future of what this could be. Hence the examine your situation from a higher perspective. So I feel as though Cancer, this can go a bunch of different ways. I feel like for a lot of you, you were heartbroken over losing a job. And you just couldn't possibly figure out what is good in this situation. And I feel as though you do figure it out. You're like, you know what? Good thing I lost my job during a pandemic, or good thing this happened to me now, better than later. I can look to the future, to working together with another job, working together with this person again. Possibly, if this is not a job, this could be just, I have 3 threes here. So if this is a love situation, there could have been a third party. There could have been a feeling of like extreme heartbroken. And I feel like I'm not getting extreme deceptive energy, but I am getting that someone is looking to the future of working together with you, opposed to dwelling on the hurt. So from people in my love, people who are dealing with love, I feel like possibly you had a conflict with somebody, or you felt conflicted towards someone maybe hurting you in the past. And now in the future, there's going to be, you guys are going to be working together. There's going to be an apology. There's going to be a, hey, let's make it right. Or, hey, let's do something. Or, hey, let's do this. There is great healing and great hope to all of your fears and all of your doubts on this situation, Cancer. But with this Page of Pentacles here, it's just showing me the renewal of the conflict, of the renewal of the heart, the hurt. So Cancer, you could have already dealt with someone saying like, hey, let's, or maybe this is you being like, hey, look, sorry for what happened in the past. Or possibly, Cancer, someone's been hurting you and you're just like, I'm just going to try something new. I'm going to try it a different way. Or I'm just going to not let this get to me and just keep pushing and keep going on. Because I feel like with the 3 of Wands to the 3 of Pentacles, with the Page of Pentacles, Cancer, I feel like you are coming back to the person that you hurt, or the person that you hurt is coming back to you. In a sense where it's like, hey, let's start over. Let's make this right. Let's work together, opposed to working against each other. And Cancer, it looks extremely healing for you. And it looks like you are also receiving some sort of wish fulfillment this week as well. You have a bright future ahead. And with that seeking good right in the middle, Cancer, just really look at your situation from a higher perspective and look at what was good about it, not what was hurtful about it. Because I don't see anybody here being extremely deceptive. I mean, possibly someone was ignoring you, or possibly your job was ignoring you, or they were like, oh, well, we're not going to answer back just yet because we don't know what's happening, you know? So something is happening here, Cancer, where you are coming back with someone that you either hurt in the past or were hurt in the past by. And I feel like it could be a friend as well. Like possibly someone betrayed you in friendship and they're like, hey, Cancer, I'm sorry. You know, like possibly you guys had a stable foundation, or you were working towards a stable foundation, or you looked at them as someone who you could be with like that in a stable sense. And it just was like your whole world just crashed and burned when they distanced themselves. So it's like, Cancer, don't worry. Don't focus on that. Look to the future, because your future is bright. Your future has working together in it. Your future has an apology, and your future has wish fulfillment. So don't look at the past hurt, and don't look at like that this is not salvageable. Like this cannot be fixed. It can be fixed, and it will be fixed, Cancer. It just may take a second, because I feel like a lot of you Cancers are probably dealing with the hurt by maybe hanging out with friends and family, if this is like relationship sense. But I do get a sense that it really could be you being hurt by a friend, or you be hurt by a family member or a work situation. So keep that in mind, that this is general, but I am getting the sense that it could be a love situation as well that you have had conflict with in the past, or have just dealt with and had conflict with. And by week's end, I feel like that eclipse is going to change something in you, Cancer, where you're going to open your heart back up to this person, or they're going to open their heart back up to you, where it's going to be like, hey, I shouldn't have done that. That shouldn't have happened before. I shouldn't have went about it that way. I didn't know it was going to hurt you, but let's make it right. You know, and it could be all different situations. It could have been a manager saying like, look, sorry, Cancer, I shouldn't have just let you go like that and not told you what was happening with work. But here, look, we're about to open soon and you have a job again. You know, or it could be love. Look, Cancer, I'm sorry, I didn't know that that was going to hurt you that way. Mind you, remember, it could be vice versa. You could be the manager, Cancer. You could be the person who hurt the person who's saying like, look, I want to work together now. So 3s indicate for me sometimes manifestations as well. So possibly you are in the works of manifesting this, Cancer, or someone is manifesting you back to apologize. You'll know which is you and which is the other person. But there is a conflict resolution happening this week. There is an apology coming towards you, Cancer, by week's end. There is a wish fulfillment coming towards you by week's end. And your fears are going to feel lighter. And your faith in spirit is going to be stronger. So thank you for watching, Cancer. Definitely leave me a comment below. And I look forward to hearing from you. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can send me an email. It is all in the description box below. Bye, Cancer.